Hello all. I received this package from China. I bought it on 19th of March. They shipped it on 22nd of March, and I received it today. It's 16th of May, almost a month. So it's a multimeter, ANENG AN870 through RMS, 19,999 counts. Price was 25.76 pounds. It was in Great Britain's pounds, and as you can see, I opened the package. The test leads have 1 meter length each. The protective cap on the leads is from a soft rubber. Yeah, they feel nice. I think they're a little short. This plug is okay. I remember I received something like that from China, but the plug was terrible, very bad. But this one seems to be okay. It's kind of angle, not 90 degrees, but I think 120 degrees. This is a Thermocouple Probe. It's the metallic long one. Here we have a set of probes. If you remember from ANENG AN870, it was like that. Never use it. I sold this. I sold that multimeter together with the probes. Never use it really. Seems to be okay. I don't know. I never. Here's the user manual. It's the best one so far. It has also some. It has also some colored letters there. They spare some. I think yellow ink on that. They explained something. Sorry for the autofocus. Interesting for me was that they claimed the accuracy was 0.05% plus minus 3 digits. So it has also the min-max facility, relative button there, and yeah, you see it's a little color on this page. Yeah, this is the best leaflet so far, and they said disconnect the capacitor before testing, and they also claimed to not input some voltage on the capacitance measuring test. There is some correction by hand on that manual on the DC current, also AC current ranges. But for a Chinese multimeter, it's okay. It has a little pouch, not so good, not so resilient, but seems to be okay. Of course, has no battery. It works with the two AA batteries. I put it there. It's not so hard. The bolt has metallic thread there, it's metallic insert. So interesting, and it works. Of course with a beep when you start it. And let's see in parallel with the FLUKE how it compares. But first I noticed that the probes on my do-it-yourself adapter probes doesn't fit very well on that ANENG AN870. So it's working on the FLUKE. Here we supposed to have 230 volts, but and I noticed that something strange. These are not some Chinese eBay probes. I bought it from a local distributor here, TME, and they worked okay with other multimeters till now, but it seems with this this ANENG they have a problem, because the tip of the probes is insulated on that one, so that ANENG is not coping very well with this. And first I was afraid that this multimeter is damaged, but seems to be working. Just to insert with a little more force that probes. Anyway, this time I realized that the auto range is not so fast, as you can see on the ohms on resistance measurement test. But what can we expect at this price? So now seems to be working. This time I was surprised that it can be bang on with the FLUKE. But now there are 2-3 counts out on the frequency and also on the duty cycle. Okay, I started my homemade power supply, and also I have my homemade generator. Also now it's on sine wave, 1 kilohertz, 1000 hertz. So output on alternative, it's now we are at 3.7 at 1000 kilohertz. FLUKE seems to be quite there, so I think their claim of true RMS should be okay till now. But if we increase the frequency, it's more than so when we go more than 1 kilohertz, it's not measuring properly. Here now we are at 800 hertz, seems to be 6 counts out, but also on the DC, because neither one of these multimeters have AC plus DC measurement, so they are bang on also on DC. And now I have some reference voltages to check what's the discrepancy between these two multimeters. Here is, okay, let's check on here. There are three counts out, so I have to calculate that accuracy. They said it's 0.05%. Let's see on 2.5 volts. Yeah, one count out. Two. Okay. No, I'm not complaining here. For 25.76 pounds. Now we should have, yeah, 2.498. One count out also. I have 3 volts here, this reference. They are from Maxim integrated. I received these samples and I made a little PCB adapters for it. But for now it's okay. I wasn't expecting to be so precise, but as we remember from ANENG AN870, that one also was very precise. The same, I think it was better, was bang on with the FLUKE. Yeah, here we should have 5 volts. Yeah, 2 counts out. And when you put it on a tilting bell, the viewing angle seems to be like the one on my FLUKE. This FLUKE of mine is kind of old, has many miles on board, but the display on this ANENG is quite nice. But also you can see now I want to check the refresh rate of this screen, and I think they claimed somewhere that should be 3 times per second, but I think it's less. FLUKE definitely is faster, also on high resolution mode. But the settling time is okay on this one, this ANENG 870. And it commutes faster on the extra digit than the FLUKE. Hysteresis is smaller, I think. But no complaining on the accuracy. Also that probes there doesn't fit very well, and it seems to be the black one on the common. Maybe I will open it to see inside. Maybe that banana plug is loose on the multimeter, but I don't know. Shouldn't be. Anyway, just to use a little more force seems to be the trick. Yeah, 3 counts out. 2. Of course, then I have to take into account that that probe doesn't stick very well there, so we can lose something there, a couple of millivolts or more or less. And on the diode measurement, it seems to have 3.25 volts. This is a 1 watt white LED. Right now seems that doesn't work on that one. No light, no voltage display. Let's check an ordinary LED, red LED, 1.8, 1.79, close to 1.8. Let's see. Yes, it lights up that LED, but it's very dim. Anyway, on the screen we have the voltage. Let's check silicon diode. It has no beep like the FLUKE has. So let's check again that 1 watt white LED, and price seems to be working. First time, I don't know, maybe I didn't put the probe right there, but now it seems to be lighting up, also 2.5 volts. So okay, surprisingly okay on the diode measurement. Oh, for the resistance, yeah, the DEM probes. I thought there was a problem there, but seems to be okay. Also, this we have here some 0.1% resistor, 10K. Now let's see what. Yes, I'm on volts. Of course, it's not working right now. It should be 10 points. Yeah, almost there. Almost there. Of course, in parallel. So here we have 1.001. 2 counts out seems to be between these two on the resistors. Resistance check. Oh, right there, because of the damn leads. Anyway, interesting. It's very good until now for that price, of course. So it was, I think, 30 euros. Let's consider it 30 euros. I have 2 capacitor, 4,700 microfarads in parallel, so should be 9,400 microfarads. And I'm very surprised it measured it. I try to short out the leads, but not this easy. Okay, right now I did. Let's check on the FLUKE. FLUKE goes 9800, seems to be the same, almost there. This ANENG has a hold function, and right now we see the time, but it's okay. It's okay. Also, the accuracy is not bad comparing with the FLUKE. With my FLUKE on the voltage measurement seems to be okay. I checked it, but on without references, but that I checked on a laboratory, and I don't know about the resistance and the capacitor measurement. That FLUKE. Okay, let's see what about the current measurement. This is ANENG, so it will be in series with the FLUKE. They should have the same amps on the screen. No, not there. Not there also. I was checking right now to see if the ANENG has some kind of sense detection on the probes for the amps, but seems it doesn't have that type of detection of the probes. So 120 milliamps or something. Right now, of course, I struggle a little with the damn leads. Nothing happens because on the ANENG I have the red one, and on the FLUKE I have the black one. So okay, now seems to be correct, but seeing the damn probes again. So five count out, something like that. Again, the speed of the display, the ANENG is not so good, the display, but I can live with this. Five counts out tops, sometimes less. Should be okay for what I may use, what I'm used to have till now. As multimeters from China, seems to be okay, this one. So let's check the continuity test. With these are the FLUKE probes. It's latched, it's quite fast. Not extraordinary, but surprisingly good. Let's check with the supplied probe, which are unmarked. I don't know what cable is there. They are saying 20 amps, but on the multimeters, but I don't believe it. 20 amps. Yeah, also the finishing on the tips is not so good. Yeah, the cable also is not that nice silicone covered one, so I think I will try to make some probes of my own. I have some 12 gauge from China with the silicone multi-stranded wire, and I have to buy some tips because I wanted to buy some Brymon leads. They have a nice one, gold plated, but the price was increased, I think 15 to 20% on that probes, and it's not interesting anymore for me. Yeah, it has this feature. Non-contact voltage detector. It kind of works, but you have to be very close. So it should be right there where it's saying ANENG. That's the most sensitive place. Okay. Let's forget about that ANENG leads. I'll continue to use FLUKE leads. And see the frequency measurement on the voltage, because I remember my other multimeters I have, I used to check the ANENG 8002 and 8008. They couldn't measure the frequency on the voltmeter range, so I increase the voltage there. Now it seems to be measuring okay, so this one is definitely better, like better for me than the ANENG 8000 series. Also, yes, but the price was more on this one, was bigger, and also the size of this one is quite bigger than that ANENG 8000 series. Even that one isn't considered pocket multimeter. I think it should be considered pocket multimeter. They are very small. Now let's check the capacitor on a smaller scale. I measured that large capacitor, so it can measure 1 picofarad resolution. So it's nice. I think I will keep this one, and I will buy some probes, or I make some probes. I have to decide. This Alligator Clips is not FLUKE, is not didn't come with the FLUKE. I bought it also from China. It was £1, I think, something like that. Yeah, I use pounds because I use eBay for the UK, and there the prices are £1. Also, a nice surprise is that light, background light, which is very nice. surprisingly, compared with the FLUKE. Is there, and also it seems that it's not stopping, it stays on until you push it to stop it. So interesting. I'm checking the manual and yeah, 2 minutes. The backlight stays on for 2 minutes maximum. This is interesting. It's very good for me. 2 minutes. Yeah, I stop it. The wheel is not so precise like the FLUKE. The height, you can see the height is the same like the FLUKE 87, and it has this protective booth that has the tilting bail. Also some retaining. Thank you, and see you later with more reviews.